Hello everybody and welcome to a little build tutorial on how to build a Nordic style house. I've palleted down the blocks that I would use for it, interior wise and exterior wise, putting it onto a flat canvas so you can see the build as on its own, and then I will showcase a sort of styled one into one of the maps that we built back in the day, which was called Winter's Claw. It's got a lot of Nordic maps builds on, and also it is best for snow, so anything with snow areas, pine trees, things like that, really well recommended. Anyway, the oak block is minimum use. I'm not really a fan of the oak in general. It reminds me so much of old school Minecraft that I'm not a massive fan. My favourite of all is the spruce wood planks. It's just the right kind of depth between oak and the dark oak, which is was it a newer block? I can't even remember, but yeah, a bit nicer looking than the dark one in my opinion. The spruce wood, which is obviously of this kind, is the right kind of tone as well. It's not as dark. I mean, there's not jungle's rubbish. I don't really like that kind of style. Doesn't fit Nordic at all. And the oak again is just a little too ugly, a little too plain, and doesn't kind of have the same kind of ring to it. Obviously then, to follow the theme, we've got the spruce half planks. Going in, we've got cobblestone stairs, the half blocks and the full blocks, because they just kind of bring it to life a little bit more. Obviously you're not going to use full wood, otherwise it just looks a bit meh. And yeah, to follow that, we've got this. I like to use carpet on the interior a little bit, so obviously you would imagine, for example, if you've watched the show Vikings, things like that, they're going to have some rugs, they're going to have some kind of thing going, although it should actually be with interior over there. I just placed it down here. Again, same with these. I like to use this kind either on the exterior to make it look a lot more violent and aggressive, or on the interior as kind of fillers and to make it look a lot more intricate. Same with these kind of ones. This one is on exterior. Instead of a full block of glass, which always makes something, I will do a little quick demonstration. It always makes things look really kind of ugly, really old-fashioned, like old Minecraft like that. It's not very nice. It's no breakup, so it's just a pure like cube or rectangle in this case. This one here gives it a bit more 3D-ness, I like to call it. It's got half a block either side of it, and it's just a tiny sliver of it, so it just makes the whole thing look a lot nicer and breaks up the theme quite nicely. I don't have world edit, I don't have anything like that, so you're going to just witness me building it by hand. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long either, and we'll get going. Okay, so I gave it a little whirl over there and I wasn't really happy with that kind of layout of it, so I'm just going to give it another go. Hopefully it'll be in one full swing through as well, so no flapping about. Let's pick up the blocks that we will need immediately and we'll go from there. Right then, so to start it off, I'm going to do the kind of structure. I've written it down on a piece of paper as well, because you'd be surprised. Right, okay, so this is going to be the doorway. Just this part here is going to go in blocks of 3, with this coming out there, and then coming out again in 1, 2, 3 there for the corner piece, and 1, 2, 3 there for the next corner piece. These are going to follow and link like that, and it will be one behind that part there, and I'll show you why in a moment. Then following around here, 1, 2, 3. I think that would do it. No, that would do it, wouldn't it? Blah, blah, blah. And there like that. And then we're just going to keep on going with this all the way around. This is being built on a flat world on single player, so that's why it's not going to be like absolutely spiffing with the area around it. I can probably put this onto another build, but there's no point, because it's just going to be a standard building really. There's nothing too special about it at all. Like that. Yeah, I'm losing track of myself now. I don't even know where I am. I feel like it's going to be a little too small, but we will see from everything else. Right then, that should be symmetrical now, and it should be good size. Okay, now then, we'll get this going up. Obviously the corner pieces here are going to be starting off like that, except for the 2 main bits in the middle, and I will just demonstrate that in a moment. I did forget about that part. I hopefully will start cutting things out of this as well, so it's not just a constant fly through of me just going, oh, those there. But yeah, it's just to show you the Nordic theme, how it comes together and how you can compete with it and continue. Again, if I didn't mention this earlier on in the video, I don't have any kind of world edit or anything like that, so people can just follow exactly what I was doing. That's another reason why I've not put it on any landscape, because I would have to voxel and or anything else here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 high. Let's go 1, 2, 3. But this one here, we know that that's going to be like that, because it's going to follow round in a moment to the middle piece and create either side of goodness. So it's going to be fun for everyone. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now then, we're going to boost it up now and just get the lower level going. Well, this is pretty much the whole building, to be honest. It's not the most complex, but again, if you follow this kind of theme, as I did on a server very recently, if you follow this theme, you can literally get so many designs out of it. Like shapes, you can get rectangular shapes, you can get these kind of elongated ones, or you can get squares, and they all match the theme. Like watchtowers as well are really easy to do. You just follow it up and extend it out some places and go down some other places. It's all fine and dandy. Right then, so that's the very basic section done. You can see that it's got some kind of Nordic attention to it, but not too much so far. It also is quite flat, so to boost the shape of it, just whip in some half slabs. Now this is what I was talking about earlier on, where it just adds to the 3D effect, brings the building a bit more to life, and just makes it a lot more entertaining, let's say, to look at. I probably wouldn't put those ones there. No, because it wouldn't work anyway, would it? That's just stupid. I didn't even consider that. And we will probably put in the windows now. I don't normally like doing this because I'm a bit of a freak. I mean, it's touching that and then it's touching a different kind of material, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable. I like to put it in the middle of things, but if that doesn't work, then hey ho. And windows give a lot of light to interiors, so you can remove a lot of them. Obviously it's a Nordic, so I don't think they'd have glass, but I don't know, I'm no expert. So yeah, that is the very basic layout to a structural floor. We do normally raise it up and have stairs going towards this building. Then it's got more of a balcony to it as well, but anyway, yes, we'll move on to the next section. Next step anyway would be to create some sort of structure for a roof. I don't normally dive straight in with roofs, but let's see if it works this way, because eek. Now then, I'd whip it down there, and then there'd be one more layer coming down, which is going to cut off some of the other bit. So it would go like that, and then you're going to cut it down, but then this part here would fall down another layer, like so. And this, I don't know if this is actually a Nordic kind of thing that they used to do. However, it does break it up again and make it look a lot more shape-worthy rather than just a completely flat build. In the middle here now, I'm going to... Oh, it's a nightmare doing these with the new updates anyway. Let's get it all the way across, and we're going to do it to there. Cut across like this. Missing out, obviously, where the stairs go is the cut-off point for that. Getting a little bit of a structural design going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be the top of the stairs. Not the stairs. I don't know why I said that. Top of the majigma bob majiggity yob bob. You know what I mean, guys. And there you go, cutting that out now. Just going to get a bit of shape and cut that there. And one more just there. Boom. Cool. Now that's created like a little diamond shape, and also you'll see why in a bit, but it does kind of give it a lot more, I don't know, it looks nicer. There we go. I don't know what it gives it. It's just nice. Pop that there. It is an absolute pain in the backside doing this with new blocks, honestly. Right, there we go. That's that done. Now if I were to follow up all of the stairs, it would meet in the middle just here, and we'll be able to get that going. But for convenience of effort with whatnot, I will just firstly see if it does work, and then from there we will continue with the video. I've just added a little bit there to break it up again, otherwise it's just flat and you can see that thing there and it's just a bit boring. There are a few designs that you can do with the sides of the the Nordic walls, which I will show at the very end, like a little bit of style. But yeah, I'll do this to the back of it, and then I will get back into the video and do the stairs going up so that you don't miss it and just don't know what to do with it. What I've just done is this side of the building here. Now coming to the front, because then you can see it a little better. You can see there's got a lot more structure to it now. We've gone with sorting out this part here just to make it equal. It's gone 2 like that, and then it goes up with 1 full block, and then it goes up normally with the stairs, then it goes stairs again, then it goes up differently, then it goes stairs again. Now the reason being is that otherwise it would just be a completely flat building, and conveniently actually, if you can see that in the distance, it would look like a standard village building, which is a bit pooey. On top I made a little Nordic style. It's not too difficult really with these. All you need to do is just stick some blocks down until it makes it look nice. But it's come out one, and then I put an upside down stairs, stuck on some half slabs on the side of that, stuck on some slabs here, pushed, like planted that one there, planted one on top of it, deleted that one underneath until I could position it properly like that, and then clear out an extra block here, otherwise it made it look a little bit too you know, thick. So if we're just going to go with the other side just so you can get a good understanding of how this works. It's not too difficult, but it's better to actually show and follow rather than to just have a look at a picture, because it's way more difficult. I know from learning how to do things in the past. Right, so come up naturally 1 now. And the reason for it not going up twice in a row is it just makes it look a little bit too silly. You want to keep it consistent with a theme, but not make it look, I guess, tacky. This is one of the most basic of all of the Nordic buildings anyway, so it's not going to look too bad anyway, even with the changes. Now pop that there and there, boom, and then we've got a completed roof in about 2 seconds. La 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 la. And that will go there like that. Oh, that makes it a lot easier doing that top bit there, thank God for that. Right then, there we go. There is a completed roof. You can see the shape of it has drastically changed a little bit from the rectangular squarey thing on the bottom. It's given it a lot more life and shape. Now we've just got to fill in these parts here, and then we'll add in an interior. So just bear with me there and I will come up with something. And then we will go into the interiors, which are always the most fun. Hooray, everybody, hooray! So the trick to filling this in is not too difficult at all. Obviously we've got to focus on the interior in a while anyway. So all we're going to do is just plonk in these kind of the normal spruce wood, or planks they are, aren't they? So it just gets rid of all of the outside light. We will worry about the interior in a moment, but who cares about the interior? Everybody, that's the whole reason. A lot of people just build exteriors and then just leave things and go, it's cool to look at, but then it absolutely drives no function. And I cannot stand a building without an interior, because it's like, what is the point in building it if you're not going to complete it? You know, you're not going to leave a building half done, are you? And I know that the interior looks really, really dull plain right now, but that's where we're going to mix it up later. Probably not too much with these flat walls anyway, but yes, we will. Now then, on the exterior here, you want something above the door, so let's go and get one of these blocks over here. La la la. Let's go with cobblestone stairs and make it a little bit more welcoming in a rather weird manner. Let's do that. That looks cool. There we go, yay! That's all you need to it really. We'll put in a cobblestone there, and then we will make it cobblestone slabs there. Oh, hello. Put them all on these bits here, up here as well, like so, and then let's do that. There we are, that's not too shabby, and that's pretty much as simple as it can be. You just stick down some blocks like that, and it adds a lot more detail than it was before. It makes it look a lot less flat. If we get the block, this one here, the cobblestone walls as well, I love to add finishing touches with things like these, and I also love doing things like that there. Because then with torches you can stick down torches on the front. You can also with voxel get a one like this, like a torch. You can get a painting frame you can stick on the wall, and then you can make them fit into each other with no physics, and it's really cool. It allows for people to make things look a lot nicer, a lot more fluent than they would normally. Now I've got to remember what I did exactly. Did I do this? Hopefully. If not, then it's part of the design, isn't it? Way. There we go. And that there. And obviously we do want to keep going with these. Going on the exterior, if you don't have any lighting and you're going to get killed by zombies, and it just spices up a lot nicer with that kind of thing there. So that is the exterior completed. There are different things you can do. For example, you can knock out certain sections here and create a more wooden effect. So just to demonstrate it there, you do this sort of thing here and then plonk on that on top, and that would break it up even more. You'd follow this through all the way. So 1 second, I'll just showcase this a little nicer. So it'd be like that, and it would go all the way down the building. It makes it look a lot better, to be honest. It is a much more favoured thing to do than the exterior that I was on about. So like that, and it would chug all the way up to the top, just about here. And then you can also do that on this part here, and so on and so forth. And yeah, like I said, it just breaks it up. It makes it look a lot nicer on the exterior. But yes, that is an exterior completed for a Nordic design. Let's go into the interior. Being a lot quicker with the interior, I'm going to use a lot of the exterior blocks first of all, and then we will go to things with the decorations. But I definitely want the spruce block. It's just, what do I get rid of for? I mean, the red carpet. Red carpet makes, well, goes really nicely, I believe, with spruce wood anyway. So let's put it like so. That'll do, and we'll dot it around in a moment or two. The plan is 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 to have it there. What we're making is some sort of weird middle shrine sort of thing, extending to the roof like that, and it's like a pillar. Oh, let's get rid of that pillar. And also around the exteriors of it, we're gonna have interior even around these sides. We're gonna have a thing going like this, so it's like 1, 2. Yes, that's how I want it. I want it like that. There we go. Cool. If I just place a block next to it and do that again. Cool, cool. And same again here. Put that there, and bam, bam, bam. Cool. Now then, we're gonna go for a classic this, that kind of style. It's mainly because it breaks up the building a lot. A lot of the things that I do with builds is stop it from looking really flat and stop it from looking really, it's weird to say, but consistent, because if it does, then it just becomes so boring. Like, looking on the outside now, you can see that the blocks are constantly broken up, because if they're not, then they just look absolutely, well, boring as anything in my opinion. This is probably better things I could do with the interiors on this, but it's a very quick demonstration. I would also, with a building like this, because it's got an upstairs, let's get rid of that actually, and that block there, I would have this going up here to about there. I'd put some ladders on it, I'd get some this kind of thing going here, make a little exit like that, and I would put something like beds, because you know it could be like a Nordic kind of attacking post or anything like that. And then on the corners like this bit here, I put that and that, and this would shoot up to the roof where there would be beams with things like this going across, and style like that going across there. And then there would be things like the storage, because obviously this is going to then link up like that. There'd be storage with the things like the chests, whip that down, plonk that there, and then we would get a bed. With a bed, something like that, you plonk it down, and it would just make the building look a lot more finished and unique. More beams are really good for breaking things up, so we'll ignore that for now anyway. There's a lot of other things you can do, like the skirting boards, where you can just call it skirting boards anyway. It's like that. So you would then have the rest of the floor either flattened with this kind, but that does mean then that's an issue that you cannot place things on top of it. But yeah, there's loads of things like that where you can just make things half blocks. With a building like this, actually, let's scrap that for now. Let's get rid of this. I would do something like breaking it up. You could have an underground staircase here now, going down like this, and you would have it, well, it'd be a secret, because what we're going to do now is plonk those there and plonk, let's just do this, let's put it like that. And there'd be pillars going up to the roof again with blocks going across to hide it. Now I wouldn't use those kind of blocks in the first place anyway, that's really ugly, but then you've got like a little cornered section bit off here where you can always just wander about. And that'll do. Let's leave it like that for now. It's not amazing, I'm well aware of that. But yeah, then you've got an underground passage there for your Nordic little building. It's starting to come together now. So we need a table. We need a table in this corner here, I reckon. So let's get some half slabs going. There we go. And it would go there, and there. Those going like so. Then this is where I get the brewing blocks, the cauldrons, the brewing stands, things like that, and just plonk those about. Cauldrons usually actually better probably bare with some water inside of it, and that would just make it a little nicer in that kind of section there. Also, things in the corners like this, you can just break it up with things like that. So it's just something different than the normal. You can put it all the way around, like so. For example, now, like here, and that would break up the middle bit. I think it's better actually there than anywhere else. So that makes it look a lot nicer. And also Mira, oh no, it's wrecking it and everything. So yeah, we're coming up with quite a different kind of style constantly. I'm just adapting, and more so with the interior, showing what you can do rather than showing an interior, because a lot of people get stuck with interiors. So yeah, I would put things down like plant pots, because it adds vibrancy to the whole place. And also with the red tulips and things like that. I don't think red tulips, yeah, they can. So it would just add colour to the whole thing, and then obviously there'd be things like pillars, etc. More tables. One more thing as well before I finish with the interior, because there's not too much more I want to really show. Putting things down like this. Is that a full block or a half? No, it's half. Awkward. Like that, and then you would put things like the storage with the chests and stick those on, and then it's basically a complete interior by that point. You wander in and you've got everything that you need inside the house. There's loads more you can do to this, and it is very, very basic, and it doesn't look complete because it's all broken up. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching this Nordic style. I hope you really do enjoy it. I'll see you next week.